Okay guys, so my next unboxing video is following my first unboxing video. As soon as I finished recording unboxing Gray's video, because I had gone to my P.O. box to pick up his stuff, my mailman came by and delivered a package I've been waiting on. And this package is my new Cintiq. I finally have been able to save up enough, actually I just paid off enough of my credit card, that I could charge my Cintiq to it. I've used a Cintiq since 2009-ish. I got one as a wedding present from my husband. And that one sadly is no longer in, well, it's in commission, but we'll talk about that later. I just wanted to unbox it and show you guys how it came packaged and everything. So I'm going to go ahead and do this, but part of the video is I'm going to be going over the obvious differences between the two different products, because the one I got was, I believe, the 12, I want to say XW or something like that. It's a couple letters. And this new one is, it's the WX actually. I can see my box, I kept the old box, but the new one is a 13 HD. I think I got the 13 HD. I don't know if I got the touch or not. I can't remember. They were the same price. No, I just got the HD. I didn't need the touch. They were the same price. Amazon had both of them, but I went with the HD because from what I understand, the touch mechanism kind of gets in the way for artists. So I went ahead and just got this as is. So I'm going to go ahead and pop this bad boy open. And take a look here. Now, it is much smaller than the last box that I got my Cintiq in. Like, way smaller. So they've streamlined the design altogether. Little packing cushions. And here we go. Let's get this box out of the way. So here is my Cintiq 13 HD Creative Pen display. Yes, it's gorgeous. It's so sleek. I'll show you guys. Have it actually face here. Turn that down. But yes, this is what it looks like coming straight out of the box. So I'm going to go ahead and pop it open, take a look at the inside, see what major differences, if any, I can see up front besides the size. Obviously, it's already smaller than my other Cintiq, which is funny because I get a 13-inch display on this one, but my last one was only a 12-inch display, and the mechanism in its entirety is much bigger. So, oh, moment of truth. Oh, there we go. Look at that. It's a thing of beauty. Oh, I'm so excited. Just a second. Let me pull this out. So this right here is the Cintiq itself. It is actually fantastic. It's like the same size as a tablet, a normal tablet or a large tablet. Much lighter than the other version. And I'll do a better comparison in a bit. I just really want to get into this. What's this? Wacom. This is the stand that comes with it. It adjusts to wherever you would like your Cintiq to be standing at. Nice, nice, nice. Is there anything else in this box? Nope. So we'll set this aside because this isn't important as much. And then in here, alright, so in here is the accessories. This is the 3-in-1 cord. Now, a lot of people don't realize when you buy Cintiq and you have a Macintosh, you do need an adapter. You have to buy an extra adapter because your standard Macs do not come with an HDMI port. You have to special order those on your Macs, on your MacBook Pros, and on your iMacs and whatever. So I have an adapter already because I have a Cintiq already. So I am set to go. I could literally just plug and go once I get the driver installed. This right here is the pen. Yes, yes, yes. And the pen is much smaller than the previous model. I mean, the previous model is about the same size, but from what I understand, it's a little bit different. So we'll get into that in a bit. It comes with software for what good the software does, because I'm pretty sure you have to just download the driver. Yeah, go to Wacom, plug it in. Basically, that's it. But these drivers are like no good. I mean, it's good to have them, but the CDs, from what I understand, are no good anymore. So that's fine. I would rather download the driver online anyway, because then I can get going. Oh, so much packaging. There's more stuff in here. What is this? I don't know. This right here is the power cord, because it comes with a power cord and you plug it into this thing here. So you got a few connections. This right here will be the pen stand. And yeah, what is this though? This is an extra. It's stuck in here, so weird. What are you? I don't know. I got it out. This looks like it's just another adapter of some kind. We'll have to figure out what that goes to. It might be an extra adapter for this right. Oh, it is. It's the actual plug for this. I see how it works. Alright. So that's what is in the box. I'm going to go ahead and set this bad boy up, install the driver, and then I'm going to I'll be right back with like a comparison and everything. Okay, so I've got both of my Cintiqs here completely disconnected. This right here is the 12WX, the 12WX, so that means it's a 12-inch display right here. And this one here is the 13 HD. You can tell just the upgrades in design. This one had so many wires. It had like a port for power. I used, and I realized I was wrong afterwards, I was using I think it was a VGA to mini display port. Yeah, something like that. It was this guy right here, which isn't compatible with the 13, which is fine because I had a spare HDMI to mini display port laying around, and Aaron also has one too because we both use Macs. So it wasn't a big deal. I already had the supplies I needed. But yeah, so there's this. And then of course the hub, the power cord, the power supply, the I forget what this is. Anyway, this all came, like this big mess of wires was just to be able to use this right here. You could tell that this thing has had some use. But the biggest flaw with the 12WX I have found is this right here. The fact that you cannot take the power supply, power cord out. Whereas with the 1213, or not the 13, but the 13 HD, you absolutely can. You can let the wires sit flat. They don't have to hang constantly. Because this hung constantly, over time, the wires in here became bent, just messed up, overused, overbent, whatever. And I was relatively good with my Cintiq. I babied it for the first 5 years, and I never used it. I didn't carry it around. I left it at my desk all the time. But what ended up happening is, if this was at a certain angle, my entire display would go blank. And that started happening, I want to say about a year ago. Sorry, it's very warm in here with these lights. It started happening about a year ago. And then recently, when I would go full display on Photoshop, about ½ an inch all the way across down here, it would be messed up. And so it would push my cursor up by about that ½ an inch. So if my pen was here, the cursor would show up a ½ an inch above it. Super annoying. So the only way I could work on my Cintiq anymore was to keep it in, not the full screen, but the, I don't want to say half screen. It's the one with the rulers will be on all sides. Did not like it. I hate working in that particular screen. I like full screen. So I decided it was time to get a new Cintiq. I still have the box for this. I have no idea what I'm going to do with it. I can't really sell it because it's defective, so I'm probably just gonna put it in a box and eventually recycle it. I haven't really decided. I don't know. People have told me to keep it as a backup just in case. I'm like, well, my backup is my tablet, you know, my regular non-display tablet. I don't need another Cintiq laying around, and this thing and the box is massive. I don't like keeping it around, but Now let's talk about this one. You can clearly see that even though this gives me a larger area to work on, this is 13 inches from corner to corner, whereas this is 12 from corner to corner, it actually offers a smaller design altogether. Now this is relatively heavy. It has a built-in stand that has never been able to to stand at an angle. It's always wide open or closed completely and laying flat. So the stand that came with this was junk to begin with. This one has a different display, but this one actually is more designed for laying flat. Anyway, I've gotten to a point now where if I want to work at an angle, I will make it at an angle myself. I don't worry about it. It has a different finish. This one has a very soft glass finish to it. This one has a rougher one. This one feels more like your standard tablet finish. This one just has a small scroll bar at the side, your quick buttons here, same over here. This one has a rocker, and it's quick buttons here, but only on the one side, which is fine. I'm actually right-handed. If I was left-handed, I probably would be annoyed because this is all on. Well, no. It's the other way around. I need to slow down. I'm sorry. I'm excited. It has the buttons over here, which is where I'm used to them being, but I also keep my keyboard on the side. My left hand is my dedicated keyboard hand. Anyway, I draw with my right hand. If I was left-handed, I'd be annoyed because I would be drawing with my left hand and then my buttons are all on my left side. I don't know if you can flip it the other way. I don't see why you couldn't, but... Well, I could see why you couldn't because one side's up, one side's down. But whatever. But yes, this is the main thing I'm glad that they changed, because this right here, this ticked me off. I cannot fix this. I can't just get a new cord. I can't do anything. But at least with this, if something goes wrong in the cord itself, I can just get a new cord and then I don't have to buy an entirely new system or ship it off to get worked on. Because I asked them how much it would cost, but because this was out of production, they said it cost just as much as one of these. And I was like, well, what the crap? I'll just buy a new one. I mean, they quoted me at like $900 and something to take this back and fix it. And I was like, ugh, screw that. So I just bought a new one. But yes, this right here, I'm going to just toss in the box. I still have the original box, and then I'll figure out what to do with it from there. Honestly, it's of no use to me, so I really don't know. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to work on setting this bad boy up and hopefully get to use it in a second. All I have to do is install the driver, but I have to shut my computer down, and I'm just lazy. But otherwise, it's good to go. I'm so happy with the new design on this. There's no gigantic big, like I had to set something up over here, that printer box right there. The only reason that was there was so that way this would have something to sit on, so it wasn't sitting on my floor. Because as you can see, it's got vents because it heats up. And I was always afraid that that was going to start a fire or something if it was laying on carpet. And it wasn't long enough to put behind my computer and then come down to the floor. So I had to make an adjustment. So honestly, I could get rid of that box too, and I'm so happy. But yes, I'm going to go ahead and finish setting this up, and then I'm going to give it a go. Okay, well, this is pretty disheartening. I thought a new Cintiq would actually solve this issue of having this thing at the bottom here where, I mean, it's not affecting my pen like it was with my last Cintiq, which is fine. It's not really kicking anything up. I know that it looks weird from this angle, but it's not kicking the stylus up. Oh, maybe it is. Oh my god, seriously? But I don't know how to fix it, and if anybody happens to know how, please, by all means, let me know. I don't know if it's the driver. I don't know what's going on. Now, overall, I still planned on buying a new Cintiq anyway, just because of the whole it turning off issue, which this right here should solve. So I'm still, you know, not upset about my purchase or anything like that. I just don't like that this is an issue and it didn't happen until recently. So I really don't know what's going on, and it's super, super, super frustrating. So if you guys have any idea like what's causing this, please let me know, because I like working in full screen, and I can't work in full screen if it kicks my cursor up whenever I'm trying to use the program, you know? That sort of offsets the art, and it makes it impossible to draw. Oops, knocking things over. Anyway, but I wanted to go over a couple things. I just kind of wanted to show you guys the differences here between the pens. This is the old one. As you can see, this one was very much used. I used the crap out of it. It's dirty, it is used. And here is the new one. So you can clearly see that there's quite a size difference. This one actually feels more like an actual pen like I use at work. This has always felt a little bulky to me, but it is what it is. But yeah, so that's the pen differences. And this one comes with a little bit of customization. Now they did send a very nice pen case with this one. My last one, I just got a plastic thing with the nib replacements in it. But because of the glass surface of the last one, I never really had to replace the nib. So, I don't know. But this one came with all sorts of nib replacements in this nice case. And I can customize and change the colors for my ring here. I'm not going to do it right now, but eventually I will. Because I like that green color. And it has a nice little carry case. And it's magnetically held, well, sort of magnetically held shut. So very, very nice. And it comes with a little pen stand in this. So overall, I mean, it is very nice. I don't know what this issue is. It's driving me up the wall. I'm hoping either there's an update or something, or somebody can tell me what I'm doing wrong. I assume it's me doing something wrong. That's all I can say to that, really. I have no idea. It's still a very nice Cintiq. It's working fantastically. Very easy installation and everything. Things look smaller on it overall, which is a little sad, but at the same time, it's not that big of a difference for me to care. And I think I can adjust that. I'm not 100% sure. I have messed around with the settings thinking that this was like a resolution issue, but I honestly don't know at this point. And I mean, this is the bummer part to me and always will be until I can get it fixed. So if anybody knows how to fix this, please let me know in the comments. I've done a couple Google searches, but I'm not finding anything. Maybe I'm the only one who has this issue. I really don't know. It's very vexing. But overall, very happy. It's very responsive, having absolutely no issue with responsivity, other than this flickers at the bottom, and it really, like, watch. It's very distracting to me. I have no idea what it is. I just feel like it has something to do with it's trying to read from the other monitor or something. I really don't know. But yeah, so overall, still very happy with it. I'm using the stand, but I mean, I don't push hard or anything. And this is like the perfect angle for me to work at. So if the stand holds out, I'm super happy. I haven't really messed too much with the keys over here. I won't lie, I very rarely use these. The only thing I ever used was the zoom in and zoom out function. So I mean, that's pretty much been it, but let me see. Yeah, it goes away when I do this, and then I can use it, which was the issue with the other one. I like to work in full screen, and I can't work in full. I mean, I could pull out, but then if the second I zoom in, it just, anyway. But yeah, that's just been my issue with this. I'm actually noticing, because I had issues with like fuzzy lines and stuff like that with my last Cintiq, that this one isn't doing it. So I'm quite happy with that as well. But yes, overall very happy. Overall, and I mean, I know a lot of people, well, it didn't fix your problem. Well, it didn't, but I had planned on buying a new Cintiq a while ago just because the power issue of the display going out when I was using it. So I'm not too upset, like I said, about the whole overall thing. I'm just like, I'm annoyed that I can't figure out what's causing that bar at the bottom to do what it's doing. I noticed a couple times as I was working, a black bar with like the time and everything from my computer started trying to come up. And I'm like, no, I mean, if there's a way to turn that off, I would totally do it, because I don't want that there anyway. If I want to know the time, I'll look up at my desktop, which is right there. I don't need to flip and have it on my Cintiq as well. So I'm thinking it might have something to do with the driver. And that might have, I can't recall if I updated the driver right before it started giving me issues. I know I updated it afterwards and it was giving me issues. So maybe it was a forced update that I just didn't realize happened. I don't know. Anyway, so let me know what you guys think about the issue. But overall, just saying, very happy with this. I like it. I like it a lot. I'm probably going to edit some videos real quick and then go ahead and start using this bad boy. I've got my glove ready, my nasty, nasty glove. But I always use it when I'm using my Cintiq. And I'm noticing also that this display is brighter than my last last one was, excuse me. But that could also be because the whole power cord issue, it wasn't getting enough energy or enough juice or whatever. But overall, so happy. Like, look at, like, hardly any cords. This is my mouse cord, this is my Cintiq cord, and that's it. And then there's one cord going down for the power. And that is literally it. So happy. I could actually work on my laptop on this Cintiq without I used to have to set up a little side table in order to work on my laptop out in the living room with the husband so I could spend time with him, because the Cintiq took up so much room and it needed so much space. But I'm going to finish packing up the old Cintiq, and then I'm going to go ahead and edit some videos, and then I'm going to get working on this. So that was an unboxing of the Cintiq 13 HD, again, not the touch. And yeah, I'm begging you guys, if you know how to fix that issue at the bottom, please let me know, because it's driving me insane. But other than that, thanks for watching. I hope it wasn't too rambly, and I will see you guys in the next video.